I'm Jermaine Stone, Bronx, New York, born and raised, wine expert, podcaster, food lover, and ambassador for the culture. I'm traveling city to city looking for unexpected unions between amazing dishes and great wines.
She did the damn thing on this.
I'll be going from temples of cuisine to street carts to backyards, matching whatever tastes good with whatever sounds great. Bringing my favorite wines with me everywhere. I toast to that.
So I know you're used to the fine dining and the wine and all that, but I really wanted to show you what the Bay has to offer.
I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area meeting my local guide, Oakland native, Amina Chef Mimi Robinson Briscoe. We're hitting San Francisco's favorite food truck before bouncing for our food and wine crawl all over town. I'm hyped to see what Chef Mimi got planned.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about, man. I heard the food trucks out here slapping. So...
Oh, no. You mean smacking. That's the Bay term.
Okay, all right. That's how y'all do it out here?
That's how we do it out here.
Welcome to San Francisco's favorite battle truck.
Chef Curtis been busy taking some of his favorite Asian recipes and remixing them.
So these are two of our most popular baos. Pork belly with a miso glaze, a little turmeric pickled daikon up on the top over there. And right here, this is our Japanese-style fried chicken, the karaage. Yeah, with a little spicy mayo and yuzu honey mustard slaw on top.
Ooh, this smells so good.
Yo, for real.
I love the fact that you could just, like, grab it like a taco.
Street food, if you can't, like, mess up your outfit a little bit, you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You gotta, don't let it drip on the drip, you know what I mean?
How was that?
Crazy, the sweetness in here.
Yep.
San Francisco's always been kind of a societal laboratory. Movements like free love, Black Power, the anti-war movement, and LGBTQ+ rights all found fertile ground here. In fact, it's a place where change agents thrive. These are the people who disrupt the existing order with new ideas. One of these people is Oakland, California-based Chef Mimi.
A food truck can go to the hood, you know what I mean? And
Go
you
anywhere.
can go anywhere. It's not a restaurant, but it gives accessibility to, like, people being able to just walk up on the street and grab something and have, like, the dopest flavors from, like, all different types of diverse chefs. And so my mission is to, like, give that to our community. So my dad was a really great cook, and he was a Black Panther. And he was like, it's a revolution. Like, we're going to eat healthy. We're moving away from, like, all the flour and sugar and all those type of things. So I grew up with an idea of, like, revolutionizing the food and beverage space. Like, Black people need to learn how to eat healthier. We need to have better options.
I love your approach, you know, because, like, for me, I feel similar where it's like I started doing this because I wanted to change the perception of Black men in America. But it's through community, it's through connecting, and food and wine is such a huge connector of people, you know?
Chef Mimi is gonna take me to meet chefs who are a part of the changing conversations about food in the Bay Area.
This is about to be a culinary journey. I'm gonna take you to my hometown, Oakland, California, across the bay.
You wanna take me across the bridge?
I'm gonna take you across the bridge.
Have me in the trenches?
I'm gonna have you in the trenches.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm gonna introduce you to Chef Michelle. She's making the most amazing smacking soul food. And then in San Francisco, I'm gonna take you to a pop-up with a beautiful backstory. And then we're gonna end in a Michelin star restaurant. It's all about sustainable food. The food is fire. It's gonna make you sea walk. When you get that
I wanna make it back. You know that, right? Y'all enjoy wine? We do.
Yeah.
Yeah?
A little bit, depending on my mood. I like white wine, yes, I do.
What do you think terroir is?
After drink,
Some type of closure.
maybe what region it's from.
You actually right. Honestly, terroir is the different characteristics of a particular place.
Okay.
You can taste the area, climate, the soil type, the topographies. All of these different things play into what you're gonna be tasting in your glass.
Are we graded on this?
Nah, you grade on the curve. I travel to eat and drink. I want to eat local, I want to drink local, I want to understand what it is to enjoy the terroir here, to enjoy. I need to understand what that sense of place is around the things I love, which is food and wine.
We're meeting Michelle Wilson, who chefs at Town Fair at the Oakland Museum of California.
We're here at the Oakland Museum.
Yeah, and so many people don't even know the Oakland Museum exists. And like Mimi said, Oakland has so much rich culture. We have so much political history. We have so much racial history. We are disruptors here in this city. We turn up for everything necessary. So there's just so much history here people don't know about. But that history also extends to the food. We have such a rich food scene. Latino food scene, Asian food scene, soul food scene. The culture here is different. It just feels more united and connected, and it's community. And so the museum is community. That's why I call my food here cultural comfort cuisine with the Soul Food Foundation. So today we are making gumbo ramen. I had the idea to use a little bit of all the different cultures from Oakland. Ramen is delicious, full of flavors, as is gumbo, having the New Orleans Cajun spice, the Holy Trinity, you know, and all the sassafras, which is gumbo filet. We top it traditionally with the ramen egg. Ours is seafood gumbo. We have andouille sausage, chicken, shrimp, and crab, and it's just delicious.
I brought this wine that comes not too far from here. Robert Mondavi Winery, the estate's Oakville Cabernet Sauvignon.
Whoa! Hey!
Without sausage.
Thank you, thank you. This looks fantastic,
Oh my
Michelle.
God, thank you so much, Chef. I'm looking forward to this.
Thank you, Chef.
Wow.
Just dig in.
So I
I
should
mean,
just mix it up. What you think? Give me some instructions.
I like
here,
to
Chef
start with the sauce.
Okay.
Because the sauce is everything.
Mimi. Okay, so I should throw the
Throw it to the side.
Sova,
Yeah.
get it all mixed up
Right.
in here.
Get it
Got
all
you.
mixed in. Roll
is-
around
Wow.
the noodles. That flavor is crazy.
It's not like a salt bomb. or-
Right.
It's not. You're able to appreciate this on a lot of different levels.
There's spiciness in the sausages. There's spiciness in the actual gumbo sauce. I think the star of the dish, which I thought would have been the gumbo, is really the ramen because of the amount
Yes.
that they put in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about changing the rice, which is such a traditional New Orleans, style gumbo? What do you think about the noodles now that you've tried it?
I'm happy to see this like this, because honestly, usually I would kind of stray away from gumbo a little bit, but this is a whole different dish. This is amazing. Oh man, yeah, the aroma's crazy. It goes great.
It does.
Because the tannins are like a little bit grippy.
Right.
And there's so much happening. There's like some fat in the dish.
Right.
And it refreshes your palate after every sip.
This wine gives deep color, rich flavor, smooth tannins, blackberry, blueberry, plum, chocolate, nutmeg, and subtle oak.
I think soupiness.
Right,
I would have
right.
gone with a lighter styled wine, usually when I have ramen. But using the advantage of the gumbo, there's all these different meats that are in here. Like, I'm able to do a bit more.
Right.
And for this, I feel like this gold. You got the acidity that cuts right through, and it's the perfect amount of acidity as well.
Ramen was something that we had as a kid. This
Little
19
top
cent,
ramen
let's talk
joint, yes,
ramen.
sir.
But to elevate to this level,
Nah, it's true.
I mean, that's what she was saying, comfort food. Like, this is a childhood, this is what we remember.
And that's the thing, man. Like, for me, I don't drink wine the way people tell me to.
Right.
Like so many foods that I enjoy, people don't think about pairing wine with it. But it's just like, yo, if you like wine and you like the food,
Right.
why not try?
Exactly.
Just like everything else. It just, don't overthink stuff.
The museum and Michelle's passion really left an impression on me. And I'm sure you could relate. Some of the best places we visit have the power to change us, just a little bit.
What do you think this word means? Enophile.
I want to feel
Enophile.
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 What does that mean?
You tell me.
Somebody who likes a certain wine over another.
Category.
Process.
People who don't like wine.
An enophile is a wine connoisseur, someone
Okay.
that enjoys wine. You guys are actually enophiles because you're wine lovers. That's it.
Don't fear change. Change is just a new perspective. everything is temporary. Everything's always in a constant state of change. Chef Mimi's taking me to a place that embraces constant change. It hosts food pop-ups that give chefs opportunities that they wouldn't otherwise have.
I'm Angie. This is Birba, a small incubator for chefs to have their pop-ups and opportunity to make their dreams come true. I love creating a space for people like Spencer to pop up with his concept, Hadim.
Hadim means the echoes in Hebrew. And for this kind of cooking, I really felt like that was an apt metaphor for something that expresses something that changes and evolves as it moves through generations and time and different cuisines and cultures.
You know, I feel like there's been a lot of cool pop-ups that have evolved out of the pandemic. Was that one of the catalysts for you?
Coming out of the pandemic, I think a lot of cooks like myself reevaluated what was important to them. I've always wanted to have my own restaurant, and I'm finally taking the chance on myself now. I realize what's important, family, and that's really inspired how I'm cooking and what I'm cooking. You'll see that this dish is kind of a take on a dish my grandma used to make for me. So this dish is this wonderful rock cod that we got here in San Francisco, and I really wanted to highlight something that was local for you guys and give you a little bit of local flavor. So you'll see this rock cod stuffed with what's essentially a dolma rice. Parsley, mint, cilantro, dill, normally wrapped in a grape leaf. I've stuffed them into the rock cod and then wrapped the whole fish in grape leaf. And then at the bottom is this kind of tahini sauce made with shared cultures, chickpea miso, inspired by like the natural San Francisco terroir. So you'll see, you know, beans that they get from the farmer's market. You'll see natural wild leeks from San Francisco. All these things are incorporated into the miso. On top, we've made a chili crisp, which is fried garlic, fried shallots, fried ginger, black cardamom, green Szechuan peppercorn, a lot of warming spices, tons of chili. That's all drizzled over the fish, and then a ton of herbs that we foraged from here in San Francisco. So, yes.
I love that, like, the local aspect is in there. Like, I travel for the food. I want to taste the region.
To go with Chef Spencer's dish, I brought a bottle of Kim Crawford's New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc.
All right. Coming in hot, y'all. Here we go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yes, bravo.
I might need you to give me a hand. So I don't even know where to go here. I'm like, do I eat it like a burger?
Enjoy, y'all. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
My pleasure.
Oh, man. Yo, this creativity is crazy.
I mean, on Fridays in our home, we have fish fries. We love fish, rice. I mean, bringing these two flavors together, and as a chef, I love the presentation. We like hot sauce, and I love the fact that they had this chili oil here.
Yeah.
It ties in the flavors. I'm excited to try it.
Oh, man. Yeah, there's a lot happening here. Like, I like this because the fish is a part of the party, but not the whole dish. You know, there's so many different elements happening here.
Who would have thought to put a grape leaf over a whole fish and stuff it with rice and bring out so many different flavors? I mean, compliments to the chef. As a chef, I admire chefs that bend the corners, you know, do different things, have their expression of their families, and you can feel, I could feel the heart of this chef in this dish.
Yeah, like, you chasing his mama.
He reached back to his grandma. He reached back to his aunties. I taste every bit of culture in this dish. Job well done.
He did the damn thing.
He did the damn thing.
He did the damn thing on this.
When you open that bottle, it was so aromatic. So tell me, why does this work?
You know, there are things that you should look for. Matching flavors, and then also flavors that add a bit of complexity. You know, here we got that lemon zestiness going with the zestiness in this wine, that freshness, but also it's the contrast when you're thinking about the spiciness with the impression of sweetness that you're getting from the tropical flavors in the wine. It really is going, man.
Sipping this New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, I'm getting tropical aromas of passion fruit and citrus with underlying herbal notes that show its whetstone minerality.
I ain't gonna front. I did kind of surprise myself a little bit on how well this went together. Because, I mean, you hear all these crazy random flavors, you just don't know.
Right.
And when in doubt, go Sauvignon Blanc.
Right.
People think that you gotta go through all these details and all this stuff. Do you enjoy it?
Right.
That should be rule number one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give a try to cutting it myself. We gonna see.
Don't hit the lashes, though.
Don't hate on me. Don't hate on me if I mess it up, all right?
Don't hit the lashes. Let her be pretty.
I did not expect any of this. And I didn't even know how to eat this.
Now, I'm starting to get shook because this food is so amazing. Should I be hurt? Hadim isn't gonna be here next week. But you know what? That's exactly what Angie intended for this place. Embrace the temporary and lean into it. And the Bay Area is making me realize that I actually like change. Who was the first rapper to record a song about wine? Puff Daddy, Snoop, E40. Who was the first rapper to record a song about wine? It was E40.
The Bay Area in general is the birthplace of wine and hip hop. And when you think about it, it makes sense because of how important wine culture is to California on a whole, how important wine culture is to the Bay Area. But real talk, the first wine and hip hop connoisseur was E40. You know, E40 was rapping about Chablis in the early 90s. Like, wasn't calling it Chablis either, because that's what I called it at first when I heard of it, you know?
Fermentation, aging, reusing, they're all a part of a new conversation happening in food, asking us to please, please slow down. Have intentionality about the way we eat. We should age meats. We should ferment ingredients. Cold smoking, using all the parts, foraging. The lesson? Slowing down actually makes better and healthier food with less waste.
My name is Alexandra Zito, and I am a sous chef at Saison.
Chef Alec is a part of the movement to change the conversation around fine dining. She's a chef in charge of fermentation and foraging at Saison. She's working in an environment that reflects this new philosophy. It's like a beautiful laboratory for serving high-end food.
My role here is to source the best of what we have locally. So I'll visit markets and find the best of what's there and build relationships with the farmers so that, you know, if they're getting something new in, that's really great. I'm the first to know. And then we get to bring all those great things back to the restaurant. And it's really exciting for the cooks to work with, as well as the diners to engage with the best ingredient that we can provide them.
I'm hungry.
Chef Alec is working to eliminate waste in the fine dining world while introducing new flavor ideas to great dishes. She's doing this by using fermentation.
This is kind of the secret of the restaurant, the fermentation station. It's a way to preserve something that's in season and then be able to use it somewhere down the line. For example, right now we're serving a nectarine dish. And so when we're kind of cutting the nectarines, there's a lot of like trim and waste from that. And so I can make a nectarine vinegar from that, and then maybe in a month or 6 months, we can use that nectarine vinegar in something.
So when you start fermenting, you don't even have an idea for it. You just like,
no.
all right, we're gonna hold this and figure it out later.
Yeah, it's kind of part of the chaos, but it's really fun to sort of find a way to use it later on. And then, you know, sometimes when we use it later on, it just makes so much sense, you know. But it's completely unplanned.
I ain't gonna front. I came in and felt like I was coming in like a mad lab.
Today we're making a 14-day dry-aged Sonoma duck, and this duck is dry-aged in-house. We cold smoke it, and then we roast it with a little honey and 5-spice. We like to utilize all parts of the duck. So we take the thighs of the duck and we grind it into a sausage, and we give it a little bit of spice, and then we wrap it in a miso-cured grape leaf. We take the hearts and gizzards of the duck, and we grill that very gently as well. We take cucumbers and we pickle them, and we serve that as like a kind of a side dish that's very light and bright to cut through the richness of the duck.
To go with the duck, I brought a bottle of Robert Mondavi Winery Kalon Reserve Cabernet Sauvignon.
Oh man, Chef, thank you so much. I gotta shake those hands. Oh man.
Thank you so much.
It smells amazing.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Smells so good.
All right, we're gonna get in
All
there.
right.
Skin is like a lot crispier than I would have expected.
And I love it.
Yeah, duck
Yeah.
need that crispy skin.
For
Hold
sure.
up. Yo. She did the damn thing on this.
She did. And I love the fact that she cooked this duck 3 different ways.
There's so many elements of flavors here that I'm just not familiar with.
Right.
Like, it's great. I feel like these fermented grape leaves.
Yeah.
This is insane. insane.
This duck is super buttery.
And then there's like a light, this hint of smoke that I'm getting. So how you feel about the wine?
It paired amazingly with this duck.
The complexity in this wine is crazy. The velvety tannins in here really help with the texture and cut through the fat.
I'm tasting like cherry, like ripeness of like all the different fruits.
You getting black cherry, black currant, all this amazing stuff with this like sauce. This is what does it.
This wine makes me think loomy edge steep plum, juicy blackberry compote flavors with good acidity and a beautiful flow from entry to finish.
What you're tasting here is the terroir, that locality. You're tasting the characteristics of the region. Kalon Vineyards in itself is one of the best vineyards in the world, and you can really taste that in the glass. You know what I'm saying? Come on. It's never just about flavors. It's about vibes in all ways. It's about texture. It's about life. Like, these flavors in this wine are so alive, and everything in the dish is like alive and just jumping out.
Yeah,
so,
I agree.
I gotta say, I didn't realize how commonly used fermentation is in ingredients in foods. Like, that was completely different for me. I had no idea.
I'm going back home. I'm gonna start fermenting. I'm thinking,
She re-inspired
inspired me.
The beauty of the world of food and wine is that it's constantly changing, evolving, and expanding the conversation. That's why I came to the Bay Area, to listen to some interesting agents of change. These are people who ain't afraid to experiment, and I'm gonna carry that message with me.